everyday take on sports, fan entertainment, and it is time for a new 2017 NFL mock draft. From here until the NFL draft, every 2 weeks at least, there will be a new mock draft up on this channel, and sometimes every week as well, so make sure you subscribe for those. The full mock draft can be found down in the description box below, and I'm starting to figure out more about these players, more about where their stock is. And real quickly, let me just intro this by talking about the quarterbacks and what the quarterback situation is. Now, I don't think the quarterbacks are very good this year, okay? Mitch Trubisky, DeShone, Kizer, and Deshaun Watson. What I've seen of them, I haven't been very impressed, but I still have a lot of more homework to do. However, I think this year is so bad in terms of teams needing quarterbacks. I mean needing. There has been years past where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, let's go 2015, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans had Zach Mettenberger. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had Mike Glennon. Last year, the Eagles had Sam Bradford. The, who took first? Oh, the LA Rams had Case Keenum. Okay, they needed a quarterback, but man, those don't even, they pale in comparison to how much the Browns, the 49ers, the Jets, and the Bears need a quarterback, or are going to need a quarterback. Because to me, okay, the 49ers, Colin Kaepernick out of there, Blaine Gabbert out of there. They don't have a quarterback on the roster March. Okay, they're not going to have one. They're both gone, or maybe they re-signed Blaine Gabbert to like a lower deal. That way they could have somebody. But they don't have anybody, okay? The Jets, they have Bryce Petty, who stinks. Christian Hackenberg, who's awful. I give them a D when they drafted him. I should have gave them an F. Okay, so they have absolutely nobody. The Bears, they're going to get rid of Jay Cutler. Okay, and then when they do, yes, they have Matt Barkley, but man, they don't have anybody. But man, the quarterbacks, they're just not very good. So what I see happening, and you're starting to see a lot of people discussing whether or not any of these quarterbacks will go in the first round. There will definitely be one of them. I think probably two. Right now, I have two of them going. First of them is Mitch Trubisky going number 2 overall to San Francisco. Again, until San Francisco re-signs Blaine Gabbert, I have to have a quarterback going here because they're not going to have anybody. And I'm sure they're going to sign somebody, probably like Nick Foles or E.J. Manuel, but they don't have anybody. And until they have somebody, I have to go with Mr. Trubisky here to San Francisco because they're not going to have anybody. You look at the other quarterback, and this is the surprise. DeShone Kizer going to the Buffalo Bills at number 13. Guys, a lot of people don't pay attention to Buffalo, but there are a lot of rumblings in Buffalo right now that they are prepared and ready to move on from Tyrod Taylor. Yes, they just signed him to an extension, but there is an out after 1 year. There's a lot of reason to believe they're going to use that out option. He will be gone from Buffalo, and they'll be looking for a quarterback. And I think we're going to have a number of veteran quarterbacks moving around playing musical chairs. Jay Cutler of the Chicago Bears. You're going to see Tyrod Taylor. And you're going to see Tony Romo. Either all three of these guys are going to be circulating to me between the New York Jets, the Chicago Bears, the Browns, the 49ers, and the Bills, okay? They're somewhere, you know, all of them are going to fall somewhere, and, you know, that's going to help me to decide. But right now, I don't know where any of them are going. So right now, I have the Bills getting DeShone Kizer at number 13. I think early on in the draft, and this is hypocritical because I have Mr. Trubisky going number 2 overall, I think teams will be less likely to take a quarterback, although they really need one, because the talent at the top of this draft is excellent. Absolutely excellent. I think we're talking about these 3 players right here, and Myles, Garrett, Leonard, Fournette, and Jonathan Allen. These 3 players, to me, are better than any of the players that went in last year's draft, and they're damn near close to the 2015 draft, probably over. I had Jameis Winston at a very high grade and Marcus Mariota, so they're a little below them. Myles Garrett, actually, I'd say above Marcus Mariota to me, but still behind Jameis Winston to my pre-draft grades. I mean, now we can be revisionists and we can change that. But to me, these 3 players right here, they are supreme talents. And a lot of these teams are going to have trouble passing on them. But the reason I had the 49ers passing on Jonathan Allen and Leonard Fournette was they have a running back in Carlos Hyde. You know, this is a guy that, yes, he has not been able to stay healthy, but man, the guy's going to have over 1,000 yards. He's averaging 4.6 yards per carry. To me, you just can't take a running back. And then now for 2 straight years, the 49ers have taken a 3-4 defensive end. They can't take another one. They just took Arik Armstead in 2015, and they took DeForest Buckner in 2016. I can't see them taking Jonathan Allen, the 3rd straight 3-4 defensive end. Yes, Arik Armstead had not played great this year, but man, the 3rd straight year, I can't buy that. I barely even bought it last year when they did it with DeForest Buckner. So perhaps they do it, but right now I think they are the team most likely to take a quarterback. And now let's move on to the official mock draft. So the Browns take Myles Garrett. Apparently they are very enthralled with him, and they should be. I think Myles Garrett has the potential to be a Hall of Famer. I think this guy's absolutely amazing. He's the best prospect I've ever seen. Honestly, I think he's absolutely fantastic, although I've only been doing this for like 3 or 4 years. I think he's fantastic, so I have no problem with that. You will have to find a quarterback, but I think the Browns, more than anyone, will be more than happy. And probably for, you know, a bad reason, but they'll be more than happy to sit back and wait for 2018. I think they're going to sit back and wait for 2018. I don't think they're going to take a quarterback number 1 or number 7, or maybe even in the 2nd round. They're just going to sit back and say, well, we'll just go with another year. They are now the Philadelphia 76ers. They are trusting the process, and to me, they're not going to reach on a quarterback. Number 2, 49ers take Mitch Trubisky. Number 3, Jacksonville Jaguars take Leonard Fournette. Number 4, Jonathan Allen goes to the Chicago Bears. Number 5, New York Jets take outside linebacker Tim Williams. They need pass rushing help. They get one here. Tennessee Titans take Jamal Adams with the 6th pick. Number 7, Cleveland Browns take Reuben Foster. A lot of Browns fans disagree with this last time, but look, to me, okay, your run defense stinks. That's not even to me. That's just a damn fact. Demario Davis and Christian Kirksey, they're just not very good. You can upgrade there. You have Myles Garrett now. You get Reuben Foster, and all of a sudden your defense is getting something good. Something is cooking over there. To me, this is the go-to. Number 8, San Diego Chargers take Jabrill Peppers. Number 9, Arizona Cardinals take Marshon Lattimore. And let me tell you, look, Cardinal fans, some of y'all don't think you need a cornerback. Hello? How many points did the Saints score last week? How many yards did Drew Brees throw for last week? Yeah, you could use a cornerback. You take one here. You move on to number 10, Cincinnati Bengals. They take Derek Barnett out of Tennessee. Carolina Panthers take offensive tackle Cam Robinson. New Orleans Saints take cornerback Marlon Humphrey. Buffalo Bills take DeShone Kizer. 14, Indianapolis Colts. They take Dalvin Cook. Outside linebacker, very possible here, as they have upcoming 3 free agents in Eric Walden, Trent Cole, and Robert Mathis, but Dalvin Cook was just so easy to slot here. And you know Ryan Grigson is going to do the flashy thing. He's not going to look for a pass rusher, even though that's pretty flashy. He wants an offensive player. He's going to get one here. We move on to the Philadelphia Eagles as they take Mike Williams. I don't think he's going to fall this far, but the mock draft just fell this way, and I couldn't see any of the teams 8 to 14 taking a wide receiver. San Diego, a lot of people have San Diego taking a wide receiver. Why? Okay, next year, I know Keenan Allen's been injury prone, but Keenan Allen, Travis Benjamin, Tyrell Williams, Dontrell Inman, they don't need a wide receiver. That'd be a luxury pick to me. We move on to 16. Quincy Wilson goes to the Washington Redskins. We have 17 Baltimore Ravens. They take outside linebacker Dakars to McKinley. 18 Tennessee Titans take Corey Davis. Now on these Tennessee Titans picks, I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. Hey, how you doing? And I know a lot of Titans fans are going to say, hey bro, we need a cornerback. Why don't you have us taking a cornerback? Look, the cornerback class in free agency is very deep, and the Titans have $75 million in cap room. We're looking at Trumaine Johnson, Logan Ryan, Malcolm Butler, Stephon Gilmore. I mean, these are all serious number 1 cornerbacks here. Logan Ryan being a number 2, on the edge of a number 1, honestly. I think the Titans go in free agency to fill their cornerback need, as they should. A lot of cornerbacks in free agency, but not as many wide receivers. I think you got to draft one in the 1st round. That's my current belief. Number 19, we had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They take a wide receiver in John Ross. I think it'd be a great fit with Jameis Winston. We saw what Jameis Winston did with Rashad Green in college, who wasn't very good, and we know that now. We move on. Green Bay Packers take linebacker Zach Cunningham out of Vanderbilt. Yes, they could use a running back here. I agree with that, but the more I think about it, the less I think Ted Thompson would actually take a running back this high. So I have them taking a linebacker in Zach Cunningham. Denver Broncos, they take offensive tackle Ryan Ramczyk. They need offensive linemen, and they get one here. 22, Miami Dolphins take Tease Tabor. And the Dolphins, man, their roster is actually pretty freaking good right now. So I had trouble slotting a perfect player. They could use a linebacker, but one wasn't available. They could use a tight end, but I felt Tease Tabor would be a good fit here. He'd be the best player on the board. We move on to 23, New York Giants. They take tight end O.J. Howard. Larry Donnell needs to be improved upon, and they improve upon him here. 24, Kansas City Chiefs take running back Dante Foreman. They're going to move on from Jamal Charles, guys. Jamal Charles will be a free agent this upcoming March. His contract is way too expensive. The Chiefs have serious cap problems. To me, they're going to move on from him. Spencer Ware has been fine, but they seek to upgrade, and they do with Dante Foreman. 25, Houston Texans take Caleb Brantley. They need a nose tackle, and they get one here. 26, Detroit Lions, defensive end Taco Charlton out of Michigan, defensive end that they would probably need. Ezekiel Ansah has come back from injury, but they can use someone opposite of him. I believe Kerry Hyder is a free agent. We look at Atlanta Falcons. They take a defensive end of their own. They take Charles Harris. You love how Vic Beasley has played this year. Let's go ahead and pair him with somebody. Let's pair him with Charles Harris. We move on to 28, Pittsburgh Steelers take linebacker Jarrad Davis. It's going to go right back to the Steelers taking linebackers in the first round. None of them have been very good. I haven't been impressed with any of them, honestly. I think Ryan Shazier is overrated. Jarvis Jones is going to be gone. Bud Dupree hasn't done anything to me. All of these linebackers that they take every year, they haven't been very good, unfortunately for them, but whatever. They take another one. We move on to 29. Seattle Seahawks take Malik McDowell. And, you know, this guy is falling down the draft board. And it's so sad because this is a guy that was being projected in the top 10 before the season. Now he may not even go in the first round. But the Seahawks, could they use a defensive lineman? Sure. They could really use an offensive lineman, but I haven't seen many offensive linemen pegged at the end of the first round. So I just couldn't find one, Seahawks fan. So sorry about that. But defensive lineman here could work. I know Jerron Reed, you guys drafted him last year, but he hasn't been very impressive. So let's take another one. All right, we move on to 30. Oakland Raiders take running back Christian McCaffrey. I think they could look at this guy saying, hey, we could really use this guy. You know, we like to check down to running backs. We like for them to make plays and screen plays and whatnot. Christian McCaffrey could fit right in. And Latavius Murray, I mean, he's all right, but you can improve upon him. I think they know that. I think they've known that for quite a while. They did go after a running back in free agency this year. I can't remember his name, but he was a pretty big free agent. So I think it was, did they pursue DeMarco Murray? I can't remember who it was. But anyway, to me, they're going to look to upgrade their running back position. They take one here. 31, New England Patriots. They take a cornerback. And I wasn't sure what the Patriots could do here. They could take a linebacker, but one's already gone in Jarrad Davis. And none of the other linebackers are really pegged for late first round. So to me, cornerback was the move here. You look at Logan Ryan, you look at Malcolm Butler, they're free agents. I know you took Cyrus Jones last year, but he hasn't really done anything. Cornerback is very possible to me. And then 32, Dallas Cowboys take a defensive end, Carl Lawson. I know we were all so impressed with David Irving this upcoming week, but I'm sure he'll be gone next week and we'll never see him again. Honestly, I'm sorry. So defensive end is still the move for the Dallas Cowboys. So there you go. That's my 2017 NFL mock draft. Again, remember to subscribe for more mock drafts that will come out at least every 2 weeks, but sometimes even every week. So you'll want to stick around, and I will also be starting my scouting reports for all of these players, man. And you're going to want to stick around for those. They're always entertaining, and a lot of times I'm right, but a lot of times I'm also wrong. So, hey, we can't wait to find out which is which. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. Make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. Peace.